guys, and welcome to my channel. So today's video is more of an informative video. I'm actually going to be talking about sickle cell in honor of World Sickle Cell Day, which is today, June 19th. So for the past 2 weeks or so, I've been like vlogging moments of my life and different aspects of my life and how it affects me. I actually was able to take you to a hospital appointment with me, and the doctors were actually nice enough for me to actually film my consultation. So the next couple of clips you are going to see is just days of me at work. There was actually a day last week that I was actually really unwell, and I still filmed and just went through with you how I was feeling and things like that. So I'm just going to let you see those clips and see how I react at work and all the things that I'm having to do, and then I will come back at the end and discuss more about sickle cell and answer some questions that I've been asked and things like that. So I hope you enjoy, and I'm going to just show you the clips now. Guys, so basically I've been so busy this past couple of days. I start work at 8 o'clock, right? I'm supposed to finish at 4. Yesterday I didn't leave work until 5:45. Today I started work at 8 o'clock. It's now 1 o'clock. I'm only just leaving the office. I'm trying to do this like mini kind of documentary thing where you see my life in all its entirety. Me going to work, blogging, YouTubing, hospital appointments, which I'll be taking you along with me tomorrow. Yeah, it's just been crazy, absolutely crazy. I'm rushing to a meeting now because I'm so late, so come with me on that journey. Obviously, because I work in NHS, I have to be very careful on how I film. You won't be seeing me with any patients, you won't be seeing me in any meetings discussing any patients, because obviously that's against the law, but you can kind of get the drift in what I'm doing, and obviously things that you won't be able to come along with me to. The only time I can actually film you is show you with me snippets of me in the office, which I have to discreetly film because obviously not everybody wants to be in my this filming. And also in the office we do talk about patients as well, so obviously I need to be careful in how I film. Probably the only time I can get away with filming in the office is if I'm by myself in the office, which was the case for this earlier on this afternoon, so that will be in there.
Come on, come on.
Guys, so I've just left work and I'm on my way to my hospital appointment, so I'll be taking you guys along with me just so you can see my day-to-day life and what I get up to, all the ins and outs. So I've had to leave work early just so I can get to my appointment on time, which I'm still running late for. So I will check in with you guys later.
You stole it from me like a thief in the night. Get me faster than a speeding bullet.
Guys, so I've been very lucky. My doctor has allowed me to film little snippets of my consultation with her, so I'm really happy, and I will explain more about it in the aftermath of this whole section. So I hope you guys are okay. I hope you guys are understanding what's going on, and if you don't, obviously by all means put questions down below or email me. I'm happy to answer any questions, but I will continue to update you and film as much as I can during my sickle cell consultation as and when I can. So I will see you guys in the next clip. Bye.
Sorry, a little bit wet. Just water.
Don't worry.
Okay. You open your mouth for me? Okay, good. I just want to have a listen to your chest, if that's alright. I won't expose because you've got the camera. Don't worry, we'll just listen on top. Deep breath in and out. Good. Just listen to your heart, so just breathe normally. Okay, I'll just listen and
check my spleen.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Thank you. Sorry, my hands are a bit.
That's alright. You know, is it normal? Because sometimes, like down here, it gets really hard and quite achy. Like, tender. Is that normal?
Maybe to do with the ulcerative colitis, because you've got inflammation out there. It's possible it's to do with that. But nothing up here or anything.
Not really, no.
Do you mind if I just have a look at your feet? Any swelling or anything that you've noticed? No. Sorry.
That's alright.
You sit forwards and I'll just listen to the back of your chest.
That's fine.
Deep breath in and out. Sorry, can't listen to that long. Don't worry, that's fine. Deep breath in and out. Good. Good. Brilliant.
Thank you. I didn't get you in there, don't worry. I covered you with my face.
Sorry.
That's alright.
Okay, alright. And have you ever had an echo of your heart or anything?
The last one I had, would have been ages ago. I haven't had...
Was that alright? Yeah, I'll just have a look.
I can't remember the last one I had. Probably when I was in hospital. I came into A&E. It would have been...
I've got one in 2014 actually, so fairly recent.
Yeah, I think that was when I came into A&E because I was having really bad chest pains. I had 2 iron infusions and they caused really bad chest pains. So the next day I came into A&E and they did an echocardiogram.
You know, actually I've got 2009 and then there was one that was booked in May 2014 and then for some reason cancelled.
Oh, I don't know then. Do you mean when they put that gel thing?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I haven't had one of those in ages. Yeah. So today is June 12th and it's the day after I went to the hospital and everything. It's funny because I came back from hospital and had crisis, like really bad. I'm still not feeling great this morning at all. I feel really unwell. You can probably tell by my voice. I just feel like crap, but I'm not one to give up. I am still gonna go to work and see how I get on throughout the day. If I have to leave work early because I can't bear, then I will. But I just wanted to show you the realities of somebody who struggles with. So some of the questions are, what is sickle cell? So sickle cell is a blood disorder, and it basically means that our red blood cells, which I'll show 2 pictures here of a sickle blood cell and a normal blood cell, red blood cell. It just basically means that our red blood cells are misshaped, and the reason why they're misshaped is because there's not enough oxygen within the blood. And so yeah, that's basically what sickle cell is. It causes a lot of anemia, which basically means we get fatigued, and there could be jaundice and things like that. So that's basically in a nutshell what sickle cell is. Another question that we get asked, asked a lot, is it deadly? No, sickle cell is not deadly, although yes, there have been some stories of people dying from sickle cell. It's not purely because they have sickle cell crisis that they die of. It's maybe because they've caught an infection, or their blood hemoglobin levels are so low that it's not noticed in time in hospital for them to get a blood transfusion, and that's how they can die from sickle cell. But sickle cell itself, no, it's not deadly. It's just the same as any other condition out there. We just have to look after ourselves properly in order to not get sick and catch infections. Another thing about sickle cell is that we catch infections easier than the average person, which is why we take certain medications, which I will show you later on. Is sickle cell contagious? No, sickle cell is not contagious. So you're not going to catch sickle cell off me or catch sickle cell off anybody else. It's embedded in our blood, so therefore you won't catch any sickle cell. People also ask, what is crisis? Crisis is basically when the oxygen levels which are in our sickle shaped cells reduce, so therefore the blood is a lot thicker, making it a lot harder for the blood to move around within our veins, so therefore they get stuck at joints. So joints meaning your wrist, elbow, knees, hip, those areas, and it causes a lot of pain. However, it can get a bit complicated, and the pain doesn't just stay at the joints. I don't know the best way to explain it, but the pain doesn't just stay at the joints. It kind of like, for example, if it started at my elbow, it would move right through to my shoulder, right back down to my wrist. Some people also get chest crisis, so you get crisis in the chest. In the clip before, you saw my doctor pressing in my stomach and testing. Basically what they were testing is my spleen, to see if my spleen is kind of like dilated. I think that's the right word to use. Basically, if my spleen is coming out of place, and basically people get crisis in the stomach area basically, and that's related to like the spleen getting harder and things like that. A lot of people with sickle cell, like me for example, I get a lot of chest crises. I get a lot of shortness of breath from time to time, but that's basically because of the lack of oxygen. It's really important for people with sickle cell to keep hydrated. Crisis also comes about in extreme cold weathers and extreme hot weathers, and in between as well. So the constant change in weather from hot to cold could also cause crisis, and that's because it takes a long time for our body to get used to different climates and get used to different suggestions and environments around us. So that can cause a lot of complications within us, which is crisis. I hope that makes sense. Another thing that we get asked is, how many medications do you have to take? So I've got some medication here. What I will show is the basic medication that we are supposed to take every day. So this right here is penicillin. So penicillin is an antibiotic, like you would know or wouldn't know. But penicillin is an antibiotic, which is basically something that we're meant to take. Like I'm supposed to take this twice a day, one in the morning, an hour before food to keep it. That's the best way it works, and then one in the evening. So the reason why we take penicillin is because it's there to fight off infections, or preemptified infections. I hope I said that right. So that you're basically infection free, because it's easy for us to catch infections. And then there's also, if I can get it out, folic acid. So we take folic acid, but we don't take the dose that pregnant women take. This is only 5 milligrams, and that's literally just to keep our like blood levels and oxygens high. And both of them together, I don't know if some people of you that may know people with sickle cell do get jaundice, yellow in the eyes, basically that is when the cells are breaking down when you're about to get crisis or when you're about to get an infection, and these two work very well in helping to counteract that. On top of that, we take painkillers. Now everyone is different, so people can take paracetamol and codeine or paracetamol and ibuprofen for regular pain every day, and that's fine, that will do well for them. Some people have to take higher doses of painkillers, so like codidamol, codeine, and higher doses. In my case, those medications I can't take anymore, so I can't take your regular ibuprofen, codeine, codidamol, those regular painkillers that will do me well at home when I'm in pain because of stomach lining, and I don't want that to mess up my stomach lining. So in replace of that, for me personally, paracetamol alone doesn't touch my pain, like I said in the previous clip. So in order for me to be okay throughout the day, bearing in mind that I do work full time, I take, if during the day I would have to have something like this, which is called lidocaine patches. So they are basically, I'm just going to open and show you. They are basically patches like this. I don't know if you could see them properly, but they're basically patches like this, which is actually medication. I will just have to peel it off and stick them in the areas of the pain. And this works well for me during the day when I'm at work, because the other medications that I do take is tramadol, which is actually now become a controlled drug because it's really strong and effective. Now tramadol is something that I take together with paracetamol, and I can't take this during the day when I'm working because it's too high and will make me drowsy, and it's dangerous to, and all of that kind of stuff. So I take this. So that's really, in a nutshell, the kind of medications that somebody with sickle cell would take on a daily basis. Also in medications, there's also different types of medications that they give us when we are in hospital. Currently there's research going on as regards to what type of medication would actually help us in the stage of crisis. Currently there's nothing out there, so that's why the research is going on. But for right now, when we're actually in crisis and have to go into hospital, the types of medication that we are given are stuff like oxycodone, morphine, diamorphine. Those are the kind of things they give us. So in our hospital appointments, which personally for me, I have an appointment every 3 months, our care plan is always reviewed to look at the kind of medications that fit us and what works for us best when we attend A&E. Some other questions that people ask are, can you have a normal diet? Diet is very important to have. You have to eat healthy, definitely. Doesn't mean that you can't have junk food here and there, but eating healthy is better for us. Eating our little greens, especially spinach. Our iron intake is normally naturally very low because of sickle cell, so eating a lot of food which is high in iron helps as well. Drinking a lot of water. Obviously our body gets oxygen through water, our blood gets oxygen through water, and it also would dilute, in a sense, our blood, so it doesn't make our blood as thick. So drinking water is very important. Exercising, just because you have sickle cell doesn't mean you can't exercise. Exercising is actually proven to be one of the best remedies for people with sickle cell. It just keeps us going and actually in turn works better for us. Also, talking about your aspirations and not letting sickle cell hold you back. It's very important to not let sickle cell hold you back. There's two people that I actually want to give as an example as to them who have become iconic, who have not let sickle cell hold them back. Flo Jo, who was the world-known athlete, and T-Boz from TLC. Those two ladies have sickle cell, but as you can see from their career and their legacy that they have left behind, or they're continuing to leave behind because T-Boz is still alive, that sickle cell is not something for you to let it hold you back and sit back in your seat and just reflect on life as why is this happening to you? Yes, why is it happening to you? But remember, God doesn't put you through something that you can't handle. So the reason why you're going through sickle cell, the reason why you have sickle cell, is because your experiences and everything you gain is there to help the next person. So don't think of it as a negative. Think of it will try to think of it as a positive. I know it's hard when you're in crisis and things like that to think, oh, this is positive, but generally when on your day-to-day life, think about the positive sides of sickle cell. Also want to mention that, yes, for those of you who are working, try to explain to your managers what sickle cell actually is, or those of you who are in school, explain to them what it is, even if it means you bringing in leaflets for them to understand, because people don't understand that sickle cell is a disability. Although you cannot see it, it is a disability. A simple cold for people like me with sickle cell would knock me out and I couldn't work for a week or so, whereas a regular person, a cold is normal, they can go to work the next day. So it's all about pacing yourself throughout life and being really organized and letting people who are in your life, whether it be in work area or your family, will generally know about sickle cell and be able to help you through. But it's about those aside from your family to help let them know what it is so that they can help you through it as well in whatever sector that you are in. The other question is, do you feel down and depressed with having sickle cell? Me personally, no. This is why I'm doing this type of video, because I want to show other people out there that it's no good feeling sorry for yourself. If you have goals and you have aspirations, go out and achieve them. I work full time. I'm doing this blogging and YouTubing thing, and I model. So I'm showing you that my life is still very full on. Yes, there are times where I feel very sick that I can't go to work or can't go to a shoot or stuff like that. But I still have a normal life. I still go through life as normal. I'm not letting sickle cell dictate my life for me. Yes, there are times during those times when I'm down, that I'm ill, that I do feel depressed and do feel low. And sometimes, everyone's human, you do go through that stage of feeling sorry for yourself. However, I try not to be down in that mental state for too long, because I do have goals and I do have aspirations that I want to achieve. And it's better to be a go-getter and go for your goals than sitting at home depressed, because then nothing's going to get done. So the last question is, what advice do I have for other people with sickle cell? And it's basically in relation to what I just said. Don't let the sickle cell dictate your life for you. You have to be a go-getter and to just pursue your life, pursue your career in anything that you want to do. Talking about sickle cell actually helps as well. So if there are forums, find out from your local GP or your doctor about forums. It's nice to have friends who may have sickle cell, so you guys can talk about the situations that you go through together and how you guys overcome that specific situation. So those are my tips. I will put some more tips that I can't think of on the top of my head in the description box. The comment section is open for you guys, so comment down below. I will be happy to respond back to you guys as well. My email will be down below as well, so email me if you want to email anything more private. I hope this video has helped, and I hope this video has been justice for World Sickle Cell Day. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.